Okay, we are back with Wing Clan, and I have my VTuber turned off. Okay, there we go. We are back with Wing Clan. I know lots of people really enjoy this clan. I really enjoy this clan, and I'm very excited to see what everybody gets onto today. Our kittens have been growing tremendously fast. Look at all them. Meadow is gorgeous. Hale is very interesting looking. They're a spotty little fellow, and I love that about them. I'm so excited to see how all of our cats start to grow up. We did lose some cats that I am really upset that we lost recently, and I just want to go talk about them for a second. So, we lost Cloudwisp, who is actually our first death of this new clan revival. And then Gooseash here, who is my baby. I'm gonna miss him so much. So, I don't know if we had many couples we were really trying to get last time, but we do have our mediator. I think we have two mediators, don't we? I can't go next cat, but I can go previous cat. Whatever. Mediator. I thought we do have two mediators. Bay Whisper and Miss Petal are both mediators. Okay. Time skip on Moon. 20 additional pieces of prey. Bushkite's heat exhaustion is abated. Lakeshade has got heat stroke. Ah sits in the crowd, chest puffed up as pride as he watches Crowpaw be named Crow Blossom, and honored for her integrity. He considers himself lucky to be able to have trained such an amazing young cat and looks forward to see the warrior she becomes. Crow Blossom's a pretty name, I'm keeping that. And Meadowpaw's tail was badly injured by a dog. That's never good. So I think we were trying to have Bush and Bay, and then I think it was Frost and Weed. That looks right. Put Meadow and Lake and Fern and Shadow on training. As Lakeshade sets up the cats to practice together, Meadowpaw and Shadowpaw sit in the back, hiding their lashing tails as they plan their prank. Uh-oh, they're gonna prank the couple. Unfortunately, Lakeshade sees the two Whispers and separates the two apprentices, preventing their plot. They can't prank the couple, how sad. Get Coldpaw and Cheshire out for training. Coldpaw isn't acting like his usual self. Cheshire guides Coldpaw to sit, gently asking what's wrong. Coldpaw, cuddled close to Cheshire's side, whispered that he feels like a failure, that he's not doing well enough. Cheshire gently tugs him close, murmuring that Coldpaw's more than his failures. Failure hurts, yes, but with it comes a chance to learn. And all he can do is try not to make the same mistakes twice. Listen, we don't know much about Cheshire, but I think they're a pretty good dad, from what we do know. Get Moral and Frost, and I'll throw in Hale. I forgot Cheshire has two apprentices. Yeah, I could add Sonic and then Honeystar. We'll do that. As Morpaw falls over again, still not grasping how to shift his weight with that move, Honeystar watches him from the side of the training range, sitting apart from the rest of the patrol, but not alone. The spirit beside him calls to Morpaw, a murmur that drifts in and out of Honeystar's hearing, making his ears twitch. It isn't bad advice, though. After another fall, Honeystar pads forward to pass on the message. It can be difficult to interpret the words of those who have gone beyond. Seeing as a spirit who's gone there yelling the same advice over and over again, Honeystar deciphers the otherworldly message. Interesting. So Honeystar is being told things about Mortalpaw. Very interesting. I wish we could know what exactly was being told, but I guess that's up for us to interpret. I'm gonna put Silver and Weedtooth together. While out collecting herbs with Silverpaw, Weedtooth can't help but notice just how hard the warrior is pushing herself. Without a single word, Weedtooth drapes his tail over Silverpaw's shoulders, letting out a comforting purr as the warrior leans against him. Aw, how sweet. Put Crow Blossom in awe on border. While walking along the border, the patrol notices a Glade Clan patrol renewing their scent marks up ahead. The patrol eventually cross paths, and it's an awkward tension that fills the air. No one is quite sure what to say to break the silence. Eventually, everyone involved slowly shuffles away to continue their respective patrols. Glade Clan relations have worsened. Oh jeez. Just cause of the awkward tension in the air? And lastly, we'll have Bushkite on herb gathering. When gathering fresh water, Bushkite sees strange ripples on the surface of a puddle. Fish, maybe? They're greeted with a vision of a cat they had failed to save, looking content and happy in StarClan, saying that they were not at fault for their death. They feel unburdened at the peace after receiving that vision. Oh my goodness. So I wonder which of our cats that is, because Cloud and Goose passed very recently. I'm sure that one of them is probably being visible to them. Go ahead and time skip one moon. Frostfleck and Weedtooth really think the clan hasn't noticed how they feel about each other. Everyone carefully hides their smiles as they announce becoming mates. Woo! Frost and Weed. Ah will always love Gooseash, but decided to move on. Lakeshade is feeling much better. She's recovered from heat stroke. Lakeshade was seen racing along the border with their rival from Wasp Clan, and Waterflare's sprain has healed. How do Ah and Cheshire feel about each other? Since Ada has now finally moved on from their grief, I do wonder if they would get along with Cheshire. Although neither of them have the, feathered wings, so I don't know. Could we have Feathered Wing that doesn't have someone? Crow just become of age. Crow, who are you related to? You're related to Bay Whisper's kids. So, Mr. Water maybe you could, match with. I think you just became of age, so you're probably not gonna have any romantic like yet. But I can see you and Waterflare, possibly. Have a decent platonic like, at least. I'm essentially just playing a game of trying to keep the wings, the bird-winged cats alive. Because, I mean, we only can get them through breeding now. I've mentioned it in the last 2 episodes in detail, so... essentially, we can only get the bird wings through breeding. The other 2, as in no wings and bat wings, we can find on patrols, we can find out in the wild, etc. So let's see, who... so Crow and Water seem like would be our best guess for putting cats together that, could pass down the wing. And then I want to put Bush and Bay together. Okay, let's see, we really need to get these apprentices trained so we don't have 20 freaking apprentices, I swear. Put Cheshire on their training. Who does not have an apprentice and can help? Here we go. Trailing behind the patrols, the ground trembles beneath Pale Paw's paws. Pale Paw's paws. Tongue twister much? She looks around wildly for safe footing, just as the earth caves in beneath her and the world goes dark. As Pale Paw rarely has patience for other cats, Aw tells her harshly that they don't have time for some mouse brain who got herself stuck, making Pale Paw resentful as she digs herself out. Well, geez, that was a bit mean. I'm gonna put Crow and Water together. They can train together. As Waterflare trails behind Crow Blossom, the ground trembles beneath his paws. He looks around wildly for safe footing, just as the earth caves in beneath him and the world goes dark. Jeez. It's just the same thing as the last one. I was hoping I could make these 2 like each other, not hate each other. Oh my gosh, you have some piercing blue eyes. You can see the blue eyes just piercing at us. I'll put these 4 with training again. The patrol develops into ghost stories, putting everyone on edge. Meadowpaw makes fun of Shadowpaw for being so scared. Well, that's a bit rude. But Moralpaw, Frostfleck, Sonic Paw, and Honeystar on training. Honeystar suggests might be a good chance for some cats to practice new fighting techniques, particularly with the apprentices here to learn from them. Fortunately, no one steps up to teach and makes everything feel awkward and like a waste of time, and the cats give up and return to camp a little irritated. Well, that's awesome. Awesome for them. Go herb gather. While searching for specific herbs, Weedtooth is startled by weird sounds and whispers in the wind. The sounds die away and then start up again in a strange, unpredictable intervals. Investigating, Weedtooth suddenly finds himself nose to nose with a panting, bleeding queen, one desperately trying to bring their newborn litter quiet. Weedtooth brings the queen back to camp where the clan can assist. oh my goodness. Flameleaf, Prairie Kit, Fire Kit, Whistle Kit. I'm sorry, Flameleaf and Fire Kit are matching names, and I think that's adorable. Well, let's see our new cats. Let's see, here's Flameleaf. You're a lot whiter than I expected you to be. And where's your 3 kits? Oh, newborn. Prairie Kit, Fire Kit, and Whistle Kit. Whistle Kit, ooh. You're so pretty. I'm so excited to see Whistle Kit grow up. I almost want to name them all fire-related things, just because I think the mom and one of the kits being named something fire-related is cute. We can name this one Blaze. Okay. Blaze Kit, Fire Kit, Prairie Kit. Let's see. I guess Burn. Burn Kit. Awesome, we got the Fire family. Burn Kit, Fire Kit, Blaze Kit, and Flameleaf. Well, it'll be easy to remember which family these cats belong to. Bay Whisperer's gotten Running Nose. Kerblossom has gotten White Cough. Abnormally strong winds blew through the camp last night and scattered the herb store into a useless state. Ugh. Fire Kit's gotten Kitten Cough. Uh-oh. See, Bay, you do... not Frost. Crow and Water. And then here we do Bush and Bay. Do Water, Sonic, Honey, and on training. Honeystar wanders past an old badger set overlooking the Cook and a little river, only to freeze. There's to sit here, acrid and sour. Well, the only way to know is to check. Owl scrambles into the den for a look and comes nose to nose with its occupant. It's only by the grace of StarClan that he's able to redirect the speed and twist around just as fast, shredding fern clumps as the badger's furious snarls and fizzing follows him up the burrow tunnel. Oh my lord. Okay, next we will do Lake Shade, Cold Paw, Cheshire, Pale Paw, and Meadow Paw. As the patrol heads out, Lake Shade spots a set of animal tracks and calls the other cats over to give them a tracking demonstration. She shows Cold Paw how crisp the edges of the paw prints are, how there hasn't been enough time for anything to disturb the evidence of passage. Cold Paw asks if those aren't cat paw prints, though. Lake Shade murks, yes, good spotting, but the lesson isn't what made these, it's about how to judge how long it's been since they've been made. Valuable information if this had been prey or predator and not a clanmate. Too smart for their own good, I guess. I know Shadow and Moral aren't related, but they have some similarities looking at them from very far away. Not so much up close. But just looking at them from the little able cats in the corner down here, they look kind of similar. Anyways, we'll do Shadow, Fern, Frost, and Moral. Gathering together to train, Frostfleck notices some of the other cats in the training ring are starting without warming up properly. Whoa, 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 everyone stop, let's go back to basics. The patrol doesn't listen to Frostfleck and continues on. Frostfleck huffs, storming away. Fine! Don't come crying to him when somebody else gets hurt. It's during a simple training exercise, then. And then the rest on herb gathering. Listen to the wisdom of the sages, Weedtooth meows. Silverpaw doesn't just need to learn to set bones and clean wounds. Being a medicine cat is so much more than blood and bodies. Some sickness aren't physical, but live in the mind instead. Weedtooth instructs. That's very normal, and just as clanmates with a twisted leg is just as loved and valued as someone who can run without pain, an illness that is mental is just as valid of a struggle. The cats just as loved and supported in their needs. That's sweet of them. Our cats support mental illnesses, and that's how it should be. I cannot believe we have 2 pages of cats now. That makes me very nervous. The heightened focus of the clans, new one additional piece of prey. Frostfleck announced that he is expecting kits. Life goes on for now, but he'll move into the nursery. But not this moon. We might be able to get some more wing kitties. Bay Whisperer no longer has a running nose. As the clan cheers for the new warrior, Moralfluff, Ferngleam purrs loudly. His kid is finally a warrior. A new journey has begun for Moralfluff, and Ferngleam knows that Moralfluff's openness will lead him through anything. Meadowpaw's tail is feeling better. Meadowpaw is finding it hard to be cheerful with how sore her twisted leg is. Fire Kit was killed by Kitten Cough. No! Oh, little baby. The past Moonfire has taken their place in StarClan. WingedGen mourns their loss, and their clanmates will miss the spot they took up in their lives. Moments of their life are shared in stories around the circle of mourners as those that were close to them take them to their final resting place. Aw, man. Well, at least we have 2 of the kits still. That stinks, though. Moral fluff is so tiny. I love the fact that they were given the suffix fluff, because in their art that I made them very fluffy. See, Water Flare, Cold Paw, Cheshire, Pale Paw, Lake Shade, and Meadow Paw on training. As the patrol gathers together to train under Lake Shade's leadership, Meadow Paw admits she thinks she had a vision from StarClan last night. Meadow Paw notices Lake Shade looking at her enviously, so Meadow Paw withdraws from the rest of the patrol and dismisses the dream as unimportant. Well, geez, that's a bit rude. See, we'll have Frost Fleck, Moral Fluff. Yeah. That's fine. All wanders past an old badger set overlooking the crook in the little river, only to freeze there's new scent here, acrid and sour. Is this the same badger set you guys found, like, a moon ago? If a badger has moved in, they'll need to confirm it, but how? I'm pretty sure you already confirmed it, like, a moon ago, but, you know... Maybe this is a different one. You, like, right next to the old one that we tormented, like, a moon ago. So if Honey, Sonic, and Shadow, and Ferngleam here. The patrol devolves into ghost stories, putting everyone on edge. Shadowpaw and Sonic Paw wind each other up, making story after story and ever-increasing tales of horror until one of them sounds a little too harebrained, and both of them nearly fall over laughing, the tension eased by giggles. Sibling banter, am I right? Bushkite leads a patrol out to explore WingedGen's territory and bring back any herbs they can spot. Their whiskers want to twitch with every raindrop that hits them. The clan doesn't have the luxury to sit inside away from the weather. I think we'll be fine. Let's not proceed. Somebody calls Bushkite back, and the patrol is forgotten as they help a clanmate. Alright. I just don't want anybody getting sick right now. Time skipping to Moon 21. Frostfleck wished to join the Elders. The clan honors him in all the service Frostfleck has given to them. Oh my goodness. I guess you are kind of getting there in age, yeah. He's an elder, but he's also joined the nursery. That's fine. Frostfleck is unsure of how many kits he'll have. He's scolded into taking up a nest in the nursery despite his best protests. Bushkite's rejection of Bay Whisper was very public. Oh, you weren't supposed to reject them? Oh no. Everyone's still feeling awkward about it. Crowblossom knows her long Spike Cough. Crowblossom has gotten a running nose. Shadowpaw's penchant for getting into and even starting trouble has almost made Honeystar hold back on making her a warrior. However, Honeystar can tell that Shadowpaw has been trying really hard lately to make up for it, and it would feel cruel to make her wait any longer, so Honeystar has named her Shadow Roach in honor of her intensity. Honeystar, the clan, decides and declares Sonic Paw to be a warrior. She's now called Sonic Dazzle and celebrated for her spirits. Sonic Dazzle has gotten White Cough. Honeystar has been following the progress of Pale Paw for moons, and it feels like it's time to give her her warrior name. She's given the name Pale Crackle in honor of her observance. Flamely finally feels back to normal after the strain of birthing a litter. Freezing temperatures have not just affected the cats, it's also frostbitten the herb stores. They're useless now and will have to be replaced. Do we have any herbs left, genuinely? We have a single plantain. Okay. Can we switch herb gathering? Let's do that. We've been doing good with food. We can set aside some food time for some herb gathering, because we have a single plantain, and I promise you that's not going to do much for our clan. Ooh, Pale Crackle, you are pretty. Shadow Roach. Moral Fluff, my bad. Bro, where's Shadow at? Shadow not in here? Is Shadow sick? Or, sorry, not Shadow, Sonic. Yeah, Sonic is... I forgot they did get hurt. Oh, Silverpaw has also gotten bigger. I don't know how to explain it, but they look like a rat. Like, their little paws being pink and their tail, or not their tail, their ears being pink makes me think of a rat. And I know it's not very nice, but, like, they look like a little mouse. I think it's adorable. but it makes me think they have no fur on their feet or ears. Crow Blossom, Honeystar, Lake Shade, and Meadowpaw will go out on training. As the patrol heads out, Honeystar spots a set of animal tracks and calls the other cats over to give them a tracking demonstration. While Honeystar has the skills to use tracks to their full potential on his own hunts, he completely fails to communicate how to do that. Communicate how anyone else may be able to do that. He might be an impressive tracker, but Honeystar needs to work on his communication skills. Honeystar, you're not a great teacher. No offense. No offense. Flameleaf, Waterflare, and Shadow Roach will go on border. The patrol hears a cat begging for their houseful to come back, just barely intelligible over the sound of a monster speeding away. She discovers the cooling body of a kitty pet. It seems they attempted to run after their two legs, but were run over by another monster. Flameleaf silently sends a prayer for the kitty pet and can't help but cursing the two legs, who abandoned such a loyal cat. Your clan's reputation towards outsiders has worsened. Ew. That's not great. Moral Fluff, Hellcrackle, Ferngleam will also go on border. Walking along the border, the patrol notices a Glade Clan patrol renewing their stint marks up ahead. We'll proceed. The patrol eventually crosses the path and an awkward tension fills the air. No one is quite sure what to say to break the silence, and eventually everyone involved slowly shuffles away to continue their respective patrols. Awesome. We'll do Ash, Cheshire, and Coldpaw on training. I suggest it might be a good chance for the cats to practice a new hunting technique, particularly with Coldpaw present. Unfortunately, no one steps up to teach. It makes everything feel awkward and like a waste of time, and the cats give up and return to camp a little irritated. And we'll just, well, put Weedtooth and Silverpaw on Herb Gathering, and then Bush can go by themselves. In the leaf-bare snow, the chances of finding any usable daisies seem slim. Weedtooth hesitates. Should they even try and look? And is bringing Silverpaw a good idea? Ugh. Maybe not. I don't actually feel good about it anymore. They have second thoughts leaving their patients behind, especially with them also bringing their apprentice, and decide to go another day. Bushkite will go on herb gathering. The cold of Leaf Bear might have killed off a lot of greenery, but Bushkite knows that the dandelions are only playing dead. If she can get her paws on a plant, the roots will still hold fresh, milky white sap. Proceed. Bushkite can't say it's fun, swiping around the snow to scrounge for the stems and roots of wilted dandelions below, but what matters currently is that it is possible. Hold on, guys, I gotta take a break from Wing Clan so I can do my Dutch on Duolingo. Alright, I want you guys to hear this one real quick, because what on earth is this?
Welke dingen willen jullie meenemen?
Dutch is not a real language, I just want you all to know. And I don't say that as just a weird person. My Dutch friend agrees. Als je mij niet verliest, kan ik niet slapen. Ik kom jou iedere dag tegen. Kunt je alsjeblieft ophouden met praten? Ik ga niet zozeer het ophouden met rekenen. Tenzij. Ik neem mijn middageten mee. Middageten. Oké. Ik lees een boek aan haar door. Komen jullie wacht de burgemeester tegen? Okay, let's see. Have I done my mediating yet? I don't remember. No, I have not. Okay. We're still gonna try for Baybush. Just hopefully we can get lucky and get there. Frostlight had a litter of 3 kits. Okay, hold on. We got a little Wingy Freeze kit. Aw, Frost giving a cat named Freeze. Okay, that's cute. They named one after themselves. Willow, who is another bird cat. You can almost claim Weed and Willow are similar, they're both plants. And then Ryan Weed? Or I guess it'd be cuter if it was a Wheat Tooth. Because then wheat bread, rye bread, you know, that sort of stuff. But we got 3 bird cats. Talk about lucky. I don't think we're struggling on the bird cats anymore. Not that we were struggling in the first place, but like, I'm definitely not worried about them going extinct now. This has been a long time coming. Bushkite and Bay Whisper have become mates. Okay. Lakeshade announced that she is expecting Kits. Wing Clan wants to congratulate Lakeshade, but the rising celebration is interrupted by Lakeshade snapping completely unprovoked that this pregnancy does not make her a wilting flower, and she will not be moving her nest. Pregnancy hormones are terrifying. Waterflare was seen speaking calmly to a cat from Gravel Clan. Sonic Dazzle has recovered from a white cough. Meadowpaw is feeling much better, her soreness is gone. Cheshire can hardly believe that the time has passed since Coldpaw was a kid. It feels like just yesterday that it was tumbling around the nursery. Chasing after a moss ball or some other cat's tail, misty-eyed with pride and joy, Cheshire throws his head back and tries to cheer the loudest as Coldpaw is named Cold Freckle. Cute. Cold Freckle's gotten yellow paw. Great. Rather than go outside in the bright sunlight to play with her littermates, Blaze Kit prefers to huddle by herself in the dark and quiet as a medicine cat, her head hurting too much to move. Aw, poor baby. We could maybe pair Sonic up with Moral? They're both like the same age. So they've like grown up together. I mean, we're not really hurting as much with trying to get wing cats, but it is still fun to try and collect as many wing cats as we can. Hello, Pookie. You coming in here to bother me? Hi, baby girl. Hi. Yeah? What's up, kitty? Hi, baby. Hi, baby. See, we'll put Waterflare, Sonic Dazzle, Cheshire, and Mortal on border. The patrol hears desperate screams coming from a nearby lake. As soon as she sees the bag wiggling and screaming, she jumps into action. Unfortunately, Sonic Dazzle is just a tad too slow and got kicked quite hard against a tree. Cheshire orders the patrol to protect and carry Sonic Dazzle while they retreat, with their pain in the heart for the unknown cat they could not save. Oh geez, Sonic Dazzle got head damage. Your clan's reputation towards outsiders has worsened. That is not what I expected to go happen in this. Lake Shade, Fern Gleam, Meadowpaw. Oh, so we'll put you on training then. Oh my gosh. They are obsessed with this stupid badger set. They check on it every moon. Maybe we should just be the Badger Clan. Lakeshade wanders past an old badger set overlooking a crook in the little river, only to freeze. There's new scent here, acrid and sour. Well, the only way to know is to check. Olive scrambles into the den for a look and comes nose to nose with its occupant. It's only by the grace of StarClan that they're able to redirect that speed and twist around just as fast, shredding fur and clump as the badger's furious snarling and fizzling follows them up the burrow tunnel. So we'll do Honeystar, Pale Crackle, and Crow Blossom. Yeah, and we'll put those guys on border. On her way to mark the far corners of the plains, Crow Blossom starts telling the story of her ancestors to keep every cat entertained. Pale Cracker spins a vivid, engaging tale of a massive war her ancestors fought over the border the patrol is heading to mark. Not only does it keep every cat entertained, but it also emphasizes the importance of the patrol and motivates everyone. Flameleaf and Shadow Roach can go on border, that's fine. The patrol comes across a small dog right on the border of Wing Clan territory. We can maybe take it. Flameleaf calls out a battle plan, and the cats flow into it, carefully covering each other and driving the dogs backwards until it loses its nerves, tails tucking, and runs from the Wing Clan territory deep into the wilderness. And we'll put Weedtooth and Silverpaw on our gathering. As the snows of Leaf Bear blow around camp, Weedtooth eyes their herb stores. They should be able to dig up burdock. Weedtooth heads out to replenish the clan's stocks, bringing Silverpaw along. Weedtooth and Silverpaw's paw pads are nearly frozen, trying to dig up the burdock in the cold, but somehow they manage it. And it's worth all the effort and misery to know how crucial these fresh herbs could be for the clan. And lastly, Bushkite will be on herb gathering as well. Bushkite notices the moss in the medicine den is getting old. She needs to go gather some more. Bushkite quickly makes her way to the best moss patch she knows. She needs a bit of time slicing bits off with her claws, careful not to get any roots or dirt in the pile. Once she space satisfied, she takes a moment to wrap her jaws around the herbs, then make her way back to camp. Alright, and one last check. Have we mediated yet? No, we have not. Okay. So, Crow and Water. And then I'll go ahead and start doing Sonic and Moral, but I'm not sure if they're actually gonna, like, turn into anything. But that is gonna be it for Wing Clan for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. We had lots of relationships, lots of new kittens, like, lots of new kittens, and so much more today. Most of our apprentices are now finally not apprentices anymore. We still have some, but they're mostly done. And I'm so happy to see the progression of this clan. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next Wing Clan. Bye-bye!